You're watching the Highlight Zone, Friday edition. Northeast Indiana, it's time to get in the zone.
Who wants it more? That's what it's going to come down to.
Come on, hit them in my first, you know what I'm saying? They're going to crunch. Good teams find ways to win games.
We got a pretty good team ourselves.
I think this is where Wayne makes his point.
They have plenty of dogs over there.
We like when people underestimate us.
Well, we can't make mistakes.
They don't like us, and we don't really like them.
I expect them to win.
I like what we can do.
They come to our house. We got to go show them what we got.
Welcome to the Highlight Zone, where like a wool sweater in your dryer's hot cycle, things are tightening up.
Yeah, it seems impossible, but after tonight, we're more than halfway through the regular season. Here in Week 5, that means conference title implications at Churubusco, at Homestead, and up in Leo.
But first, coming into the night, there were 3 teams undefeated in SAC play: Bishop, Dwenger, Bishop, Luers, and Wayne. For the Knights, they'd like nothing better than a win at Wayne, as the Generals doubled them up 36-18 last year at Luers Field. Tonight, those two programs colliding at Wayne Stadium. Knights and Generals, it's your Highlight Zone game of the weekend. We start with some good action. Matt Lindsay, the dean of the SAC, 24 seasons at Luers. Kyle Beauchamp in his first year at Wayne after moving over from Elmhurst. This is the opening kickoff of the game, and it got it started right in a hurry. Devin White, 97 yards. If you're Wayne, this is exactly how you wanted to start this ball game. The Generals, 15 seconds in, they're up 7-0. Fast forward to the second quarter, now 7-3. James Kanapke, the junior quarterback, looking deep and finding Michael Rogers, the sophomore. Makes it 10-7 Luers, and he is going to be a player. Next possession, how about Jaquavius Allen up the middle? 6 goes for 6. 14-10 Wayne with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, but that's when they go in the 2-minute offense. Matt Lindsay directing, James Kanapke throwing, and Michael Rogers catching down to the 2-yard line. They'd score a touchdown to go up 17-14 at half with Luers. Fourth quarter, Kenny Mullen, the halfback pass to Nick Chapel. That's a touchdown, and Luers is feeling good, 24-14. And the defense for Matt Lindsay's squad was good all night. Watch Jalen Smith's Rod little brother with a tackle right there, and Luers has now won 11 in a row dating back to last season. They get the victory 31-14.
We got some talented kids, and sometimes I'm not as patient, but thank God that my son calling the plays is real patient. So we took what they gave us until we found some things we could hit, and then we kind of blew it open.
I mean, it takes a while to get a little bit of rhythm. Coming out here on the road, getting used to the surroundings and everything. But yeah, once we turn it on, I knew my receivers would make plays, just had to let them get it.
We realized that we were vulnerable. We had to pick it up in practice, and getting ready for the game, we just kept it together and pushed ourselves.
Luers is at Concordia next week. Wayne gets Dwenger.
As for the aforementioned Saints, Dwenger at Harding. The Hawks gave Luers a scare last week. Could they do the same against Dwenger? We pick it up in the second quarter. Quarterback for Dwenger, Patrick Ryan, the 47-yard touchdown to Aaron Dykhuizen, 28-0 Dwenger. On to the third quarter, Ryan handing it off to who else but Ramond Wright for the 5-yard touchdown, one of 2 he had on the night. He had 185 on the ground, 105 through the air. Then it's the Knights' defense coming up big. Harding backed up near their own end zone. The screen pass is picked off by Tony Springman, and he goes 14 yards for the score. Dwenger getting the big shutout victory, 42-0.
Brian Kelly's going to like Mr. Springman over at Notre Dame. Hey, SPULLER Stadium, Snider Panthers coming off a bye week. Coach Tippmann's team well rested for a date with Concordia. First quarter, how about defense? Weston Painter, 6'2", 245 pounds. He's just a sophomore. Gets the sack on Tanner Spencer. Second drive for Concordia. Spencer with intentional grounding in the end zone. That's a safety, 2-0 Snider. Ensuing drive, Derek Carlisle up the gut, 3-yard touchdown, 9-zip Snider, and you get a theme here. It's Snider running wild. John Nelson with a 5-yard touchdown, 152 yards, 2 scores for him as Snider rolls over the Cadets. 50-7 the final.
Our final stop in the SAC, Northrop at Southside. Brandon Crawford in the house watching his alma mater, the Southside Archers, and they wouldn't disappoint him. Second quarter, John Easley tying things up at 21, and he does it. You call that on the ground, but he did that through the air.
I think you run hurdles and track. If he doesn't, he should.
Yeah, he might have to do that this spring. In the third quarter, South's Levante Choice fumbles it. Northrop's Trevor Tabb recovers, but The Bruins give it right back. Cam Boyan intercepted by Teolis Tillis on the ensuing possession. It's choice to Adrian Mabel, the 30-yard pass, and that's your game winner as Southside takes out Northrop 28-21.
As close as the NHC is this year, 2 conference losses basically means you're pretty much out of the title race. At 1-1 in league play, both Belmont and Homestead fighting to stay alive for that championship. The Spartans needed a last-second field goal last week. Coach Zolman's team hoping it wouldn't be that close again. How about Zach Terrell to Sean Duval right in your living room? He gets it down to the 1-yard line, and that would set him up for this. Terrell to Cody Appenzeller. How good of a season is Appenzeller having for the Spartans? Nice touchdown, 35-21 Homestead at that point. How about Belmont? Brian Fullenkamp pitching it out to Daniel Meyer, the big senior, breaking some tackles. And, he might have gotten hit on the face mask a little there, but it's not called. Big game for Belmont. You know they love to run it. But Terrell rolls out and finds a wide-open Isaac Griffith here. That will be the final touchdown of the ballgame as Homestead wins it, 41-21.
Speaking of the Chargers, Doug Dynan's team back home at the Dean taking on conference leader East Noble. Knights opening possession. A.J. Dove gets outside the pocket, finds Jordan Gator for 38 yards. Then just 3 plays later, Dove to Gator again. This time a 5-yard touchdown strike. 7-0 Knights. On their very next possession, it's Gator this time taking the pitch. He doesn't lose too many foot races, and he doesn't lose this one. 55-yard scamper makes it 14-0 East Noble. After a Carroll fumble, Dove's going to show off some nice open field moves, and it's East Noble staying on top of the NHC, 47-7 over Carroll.
It's like watching a track meet with East Noble this year. They are fast. New Haven, one of the feel-good stories so far this season. Bulldogs looking to start 5-0. They're playing at Norwell. The Courtyard, always a tough place to play. How about Justin Schaefer? Yeah, he gets the touchdown right there for Norwell. We're going to see more Norwell, but this would be a good play for the New Haven defense. On 4th down, New Haven coming up strong, and they would take control. Tavon Hurst, a lot of talk about him, over 1,000 yards in the first 4 games. Norwell did a much better job on him tonight than most teams did, but watch this play. Lucas Salerno, watch the ball come out right there and right back to him. That's a touchdown. Doesn't get much better than that if you're New Haven. They are living right. They're 5-0 now. They win it 23-21.
Up in DeKalb County, Columbia City coming off a last-second loss to Homestead last week. They were looking to bounce back against the Barons and looking good in the first quarter. Logan Rare, the 10-yard touchdown pass to Ben Murphy, puts the Eagles up 7-0. On DeKalb's next possession, they'd have to settle for a 31-yard field goal from Ethan Brzezinski. That cut the lead to 7-3, but too much from the Eagles. Rare just too much experience, calling his own number for the 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles staying in the NHC picture as well. They get the win 28-3.
Randy Hudgens got that team rolling. Coming up, we got plenty of ACAC football to talk about. 3 teams coming to the night undefeated in conference play. We're going to check out all 3.
And 2 undefeateds go head-to-head in Turtletown and Gola at Cherubusco. We've got that and much more up next in the Highlight Zone.
We're a bunch of Tigers, and you're watching the Highlight Zone!
Yeah!